Welcome back to Show Biz Tonight. I'm Carlos Diaz in for AJ Hammer with big news breaking tonight. A daughter's tears. There are stunning new revelations tonight about Whitney Houston's last days. Whitney's daughter, Bobbi Kristina, just broke her silence about her final moments with her mother and how she's coping with her tragic loss. Bobbi Kristina put on a brave face in a candid and emotional new interview with Oprah Winfrey. And she talked of recovery. But what did her body language say? And is she hiding a much deeper struggle to cope with the pain? With me tonight from Atlanta is Patti Wood, who's a body language expert. All right, the world watched just over a month ago as Bobbi Kristina struggled to cope with her mother's death. She was rushed to the hospital twice, and at 18 years old, it's no surprise this would be very difficult for her. Oprah asked Bobbi Kristina about her last moments with her mother. Watch with me.
That very last day, it was so early in the morning, so early. Very last day, I don't know why, I went to go get her, and I said, you know, Mom, you just come lay down with me, you know, just come lay with me. She stayed with me all night and all day, all night and all day, and they said that she was rubbing my head, just holding me, you know, everything, and I slept in her arms.
Patti, when you see Bobbi Kristina reflecting on those last moments, what is her body language telling you? Is this a normal reaction for someone who has lost someone so close to them?
I think grief is so individual. In her case, you see her doing a comfort cue and pushing her hair out of her eyes, which is also a combination, attractiveness signal as well. She wants to look good in this particular moment. But she often, as she's talking about her mother, especially when she's talking about her mother's voice, her hands go up and away from her head, away from her body, showing that even the idea of hearing her mother's voice in her grief is painful for her, and she wants to fling it away.
Well, since Whitney's death, it has seemed that you can't turn on a radio or a television or even surf the internet without coming across one of her famous songs or a rendition of her song. Her music is everywhere, and there was a moment in the interview with Bobbi Kristina talked about that impact now on hearing her mother's music. Let's watch.
I can sing her music, but to hear it right now, I can't. You know, to hear it, I can hear her voice, you know, in spirit talking to me and telling me, you know, keep moving, baby. You know, I'm right here. I got you.
Bobbi Kristina's emotions are naturally still very raw over the loss of her mother. Patti, what did her body language tell you when she talked about hearing Whitney's voice?
Again, you can see how the hands went often away from her head instead of what you normally do when you have a loss. As you talk about the person, you bring your hands closer to you, closer to your heart. And she also did, in this instance and later instances, she does a lot of scratching motions. That kind of a particular comfort cue, that self-abuse, shows that she's in a lot of pain and she wants to get these painful thoughts out of herself.
Interesting. Well, I've got to say it was surprising to learn that Bobbi Kristina is living alone right now in the home she and Whitney shared. She talked about what it's like, and she revealed that she still hears her mother talking to her. Let's watch this together.
First night was the most difficult. First night, I couldn't stay there. First night, then the next morning, you know, I woke up and I heard her say, all right, come on home now, you know, come home. And when I came back home, I felt humbled, you know, I felt okay. I felt okay to stay in the house. And ever since then, I've been fine. I've been fine to just be in that house.
Now, when you see her talk about being in that house alone, does she appear to be holding it together? What do you take away from her body language there?
She's doing a lot of things to try to hold it together. You can see in the distant shot, she has her hand on her hip, which is a power cue women use when they want to gain confidence. She's also repeating the positive statements, I feel fine, I feel fine. But you also see the scratching again, that she is in pain. She's in real pain.
Well, you know, Whitney Houston's close friend Ray J, widely reported to be her on-again, off-again boyfriend, is also speaking out for the very first time since her death. Show Biz Tonight was right there when he made an appearance for the children's charity, the Brotherhood Cause. Here's Ray J in his own words.
I really miss my friend. You know, I really do. I'm still hurting. I just want to say, like Whitney, I love giving back to the kids. I love, you know, helping my community. I've been a part of the Brotherhood Crusade and working with them since I was 16 years old. It's just such a tough time for me. I've been through a lot in these past 2 weeks. I'm able to look at life in a whole different way. I always look at my phone because I got a picture of somebody that I really love, and it helps me through the day. This is all new for me. I'm really emotional right now. I really don't know really what to say. But what I will say is that I love and I'm hurt. But I enjoy being around people, you know, that support me and that, you know, give me a sense of peace.
That's Ray J with the children's charity, the Brotherhood Crusade. Often we forget that it's not family that suffers, not just family, like in a loss like this. What do you get from Ray J's body language when you see him speak?
He did a lot of suppression cues, that mouth going down at the corners with the lips tightly held together as the emotion came up. He wanted to stop it coming out fully. And he also did what is called tongue cleansing as the emotion got very strong, as he talked about the photo on his phone where the tongue comes out like that, and he's trying to get rid of this grief, get rid of the painful emotions. And you can hear it. You can hear also the vibrato in his voice. That's called para-language cues.
So about 20 seconds, do you think this shows that Ray J was more than just a friend with Whitney?
You can tell there's a very strong emotional connection. You can feel that there was great intimacy in the way that he's grieving.
All right, Patti Wood, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.